Hi guys, welcome to Ori's World. I'm Ori. This is my first time starting YouTube, so really don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna figure it out together. So today I'm actually going to cook and talk to you, and we're gonna get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? We gonna vibe. We gonna understand what this page is about. We're gonna do things differently than usual on different YouTubes. Well, I'm 27. I have a 7-year-old, could be 37-year-old child named Noah, right? And what else? I live in Pennsylvania. It's not gonna be there that long. This channel is going to consist of mukbangs, story times, honestly, to get a gist of who I am, what I've been through, to try to help other people. No, I am not a saint. No, I don't know everything, and this is the way I do things, and this is the way I cope with certain situations in my life. And if I could ever help somebody else, I would love to do that. This is why I'm here. So today I'm going to be making baked potatoes with seafood. Got some shrimp, got a couple of king crab. We're gonna also do some fried catfish with some bacon wrapped asparagus, because I like asparagus, but not like that. I like it when it's wrapped in some bacon and some good seasoning, but you know what they say, asparagus make your pee stink, and nobody got time for that. But we're gonna do it anyway because my son ain't here and he don't like it, and I'm trying to get my mans to like it even a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. So I was born in New York. I came out here when I was in like second grade. I'm gonna say, yeah, like second grade. I lived with my grandparents most of my life. My mom had some situations that made her leave me from when I was 6 until I was in like sixth grade. Yeah, I was like sixth grade when my mom came home. She was in jail for like 6.5 years, but when she came home, she turned her life around for the most part. When I mean, it was something different. It was weird, to be completely honest, because when you live with somebody all your life, which is my grandmother, and then even though I know she was my mom and I used to go visit her and stuff like that, it was different because, how can I describe? It was different because it was like I knew she was my mom, but I didn't see her like that. And God wish I know I would. I wish I could change some things, But you just live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? She died in 2011 with gastric cancer. Um, no, I do not know how she got it. It was crazy how we found out. I wish we would have found out sooner. Maybe we could have saved her. I have to say that was one of the hardest moments in my life, to have my mom for maybe 2 years and then to see her gone. It was something completely and utterly different. But she was a beautiful soul. Anybody that know my mom knew she was cool as hell. She was one of those parents that, like, she cool with everybody else, but she did not play with you. Let me tell you that much. I'm gonna be going away from the camera a little bit here and there, just for the simple fact that, like, I need to get stuff going because it is kind of late for me to be cooking. But hey, it is what it is. But so what else? I lost a lot in my life when it comes to relationships, to people that was very influenced. Well, that influenced my life greatly. To kind of losing family a little bit because that matter. We get into that at different time, different place, different energy, maybe with some wine. Because one thing about me is, to be completely honest, I say what I want, I do what I want, and I say what I said. And that's on period. I don't care if you don't like it or if somebody gets offensive or any of that nature, because it's how I feel and I have an opinion and I'm going to express it. And that's on period. I don't care who you are. Really don't. What else? When I thought I was gonna come up here, it was gonna be like a lot. But I'm trying to figure out. Long story short, today I'm gonna do like a little story time, so you can just get to know me a little bit, so you can get to understand who I am, what I'm about. Okay? So, long story short, I told you, excuse the drum. So I told you my name was Lori. I am 27. I remember first moving to Pennsylvania. It was like, sorry, that's my phone. It was like the worst day of my life. My grandfather told me, like, hey guys, like, we're moving. It was me, my cousin, and my grandparents. I do have other siblings. One of my brothers from my mom, she passed. Well, before she passed, he passed. He passed in 2005 due to gun violence and due to gang related issues. My brother was in a gang. He was. But he got arrested. I honestly can't remember when. It's sad to say that I really don't have too much memories about my brother, but my brother was only 19 when he died, you know? So he really didn't have a real life to live either, because he was in and out of like institutions, not mental, but like, you know, juvenile homes and, you know, jail related problems be due to, you know, gang violence. That's why I highly go against it. I don't encourage it. I don't even encourage guns, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you need a gun, then you can't fight. And that's on period. That's how I feel. It's a lot of these boys and these young men out here these days that is too scared to throw their hands up. They'd rather throw a gun instead of fighting. And I think y'all punks. Period. My brother before he got killed. He did kill people. Do I agree with that? Hell no. But you know, that's a part of gang life. But at the same time, my brother knew how to throw hands though. And that's the problem. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to do that no more. So they're quickly to use their guns, thinking they're big, bad, and holy, and you're not. You know what I'm saying? Kids is getting killed these days for absolutely no reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me coming on this platform is just to tell y'all, like, things that happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things that people go through, that I go through, that I will hope that will help somebody else. When I first found out that my brother was a real gang member, that crap shocked me. Because my brother was completely different from when he was at home to when he was on the street. And he was completely opposite than me, because I am the loudmouth, the one to tell you how it is, whenever, whoever, whatever. I'm that type of person. I'm that person that, like, you can't come at me sideways, because I'm gonna come right back at you. Okay, my brother wasn't like that. He was real quiet when it came to, like, the family. Like, you know, the family telling him different things in different situations. He would be the more person that, like, he won't say nothing. You would think he probably listening, but I doubt that he was, or whatever. But he wasn't vocal. Unlike me, I am my mother's child. I am very vocal. I speak my mind about any and everything, you know? I don't think I need this many. You know what I'm saying? So, we was completely different people. You know, we did have two different fathers. My brother went to jail, I gotta say, when I was probably like in kindergarten, maybe. Something like that. I was really young. I know it had to be young because we moved here the end, I think the end of my second grade year. And my brother was in jail. So obviously he was there for a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when he came home, you know, my grandfather, you know, gave him that talk of, oh, Kyrie, you need to do better, because that's my brother's name. You need to stay out these streets, make sure you get an education. My grandfather was kind of big on education. Matter of fact, he was really big on education. Excuse the lighting. It's going to keep going in and out. I don't know why. That's just how it is with my camera. He was really big on education. So when my brother came out of jail, he gave him the pep talk, like, you gotta stay out the streets, you don't need to be in there, you're very smart. Now, don't get me wrong, to my knowledge, and to everybody else's knowledge of my family, it was like he wasn't in the streets like that anymore. Yeah, he did go back to New York and stuff like that, but, like, he had friends there. He don't know nobody out here. He just came out here, so all his friends was in New York. All his girls was in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand why he kept going out there. But I can never forget. My grandfather finally told me the story when he was talking to my brother. And he said one day he was in our basement of our house. We had a 4-bedroom house in Levittown, Pennsylvania. We don't have it anymore. He said he was watching TV, and he was like, God came to him and told him he was going to take my brother. And now, if anybody in my family can contest, my brother and my grandfather was real cool. Like, that was one of his grandkids that he actually, like, really, really fucks with. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Really messed with. We all had different relationships with my grandfather. That's a whole different time, a whole different schedule, a whole different meeting. But he told them, like, he told us that God came to him and said he was going to take my brother. And my grandfather pleaded, was like, no, God, please don't take him. And every time my brother would leave and come back, my grandfather would thank God that he brought him back home, for the simple fact that that was a blessing. Because, like I said, you're a creep. Like I said, that's my boyfriend. Like I said, what I was saying? Oh, like I said, God told him that he was going to take him. So every time he did get a chance to come home, my grandfather would hug him, praise him, but ask him to, like, not go back to New York anymore, because that's where God said he was going to take him at. So eventually, the guy, my brother's friend that used to come get him, he told him, don't come no more. Like, you can hang out with Kyrie here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do whatever y'all want, but you're not taking him to New York. So don't think about it. So my brother's friend agreed. You know what I'm saying? Was like, okay, I won't do that. But my brother, who is very, very, very determined to go to New York, he wound up getting some girl that he was messing with to take him. And that one weekend, that girl came and got my brother. My brother did not come back home. He was walking in Hempstead, New York, on the place called the Terrace, on Bedell. There's a lot of stories that go as to why he was out there that long. Or that time of hour. I'm not going to get into that. But long story short, the guy that killed my brother was already on a killing spree. He was a part of the Crips. And supposedly, the weekend... Hold on, guys. Sorry, I needed to get my potatoes. The weekend before my brother got killed, one of the Crip guys was at... One of the Crip guys was at a party. And supposedly my brother jumped the boy or whatever. So it was like a retaliation type of thing. But see, the problem is, my brother was in Pennsylvania when that crap happened. So he had the wrong person. But the fact that my brother had on blood colors and he was walking by himself, they wound up catching him slipping. And I guess he must have seen it, because he got shot in the back of his head. So I'm assuming he was running away from it. Like, my brother's very street smart, so... Sorry, guys, that's my lipstick, see? 1 + 1 = 2 for him. You know what I'm saying? So he must have seen something suspicious and was like, oh, I'm out. Like, I'm ghost. But the bullet wound up catching him in the back of the head. And, he died. He died there They say he died at the hospital, but I honestly think he died there. And it's sad to say that my brother died with nobody by his side. You know what I'm saying? He died alone. And that's what really hurts me more than anything. And the fact that my brother didn't have nothing to do with it. And the fact that he just had on red and black, they automatically assume. Now, come to find out, the guy that did kill my brother, he was on a killing spree. So he was killing people all over. When I mean all over, he had like 2 bodies before he got to my brother. Then after he got to my brother, he killed another person. And then that's when the cops got him. Now, it was like 6 people involved in it. It was like the shooter, then the guy that drove the van, and then there was like a couple of people. The gag is, one of the people that got arrested for my brother knew my cousin. And I have to say, that was the one guy I really truly felt bad for, because he did not know what was going on. Like, he didn't know nothing about what they was doing. They just told him, like, yo, get in the car and drive. So that's what he did. And when he was like the only person that I felt genuine when it came to actually doing their last talks or whatever you want to call it, when they was talking to us as a family or whatever, you could tell his sorries was genuine. Like, he really did not know. He kept saying over and over like how he was sorry. He did not know what they was doing. And that was the one guy I really felt bad for. The shooter became a punk. Oh, that crap hot. Bambi. The shooter became a punk. And what I mean by that, so after he got sentenced or whatever, I don't want to lie how long he got, but after he got sentenced, he asked for PC. PC is protective custody, so he will be by himself 23 hours of the day. He will only have like an hour to go out, but he will not be in general population, meaning he will not be around anybody else. My problem is, you wasn't thinking about that when you was taking that peacemaker and creating your own peace with somebody that you did not know. You did not know who they was. You just seen somebody that had red and black on and you decided to shoot. That was my problem. It was like you, baby, you wasn't thinking about that before you became real trigger happy, right? So, of course, they denied PC or whatever. Long story short, he did not make it. I'm assuming he did not know. Sorry, I'm in the middle of taking these bad boys out. Ain't they sharp as heck? I'm assuming he did not know. Will not be attacking my life today. Okay. I'm assuming he did not know who he killed. Because one thing about my brother, he's very popular. Like, my brother was very well respected, like, in all these streets. So was my mother. My mother was very respected too. But don't do that. He was very well known in the streets, right? So when he got to jail, I'm assuming people that knew my brother and that really messed with my brother real heavy, they figured out he was in a jail, and let's just say it was a wrap for him. He wound up getting killed in jail. I think all of them did, to be completely honest. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe, we had got a letter. You know, when they up for parole, we get letters to see if we want to talk to them about letting them out or keeping them in or whatever. And we wound up getting a letter, but my grandfather, God rest his soul, he passed also. So did my grandmother. He did not let me keep the letter, so I don't really know what it was talking about or who was it for. But ever since then, we never got a letter again, so I'm assuming like they're all gone at this point. Because usually we get some type of update, but we haven't got no update. So I'm going to just chuck that up as to that's what happened to them. Do I feel bad for certain people? Yes, I do. Because at the end of the day, like, you live and you learn. And I guess that guy learned that, like, you can't be friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got the best interest in heart. But I told y'all that to say, like, if you have beef with somebody or somebody did something to you, it does not always necessarily have to be about you popping off with the guns. Like, what happened to back in the day when y'all just shot the fair one? Where's that at? Like, we don't do that no more? I'm confused, you know? But it taught me a valuable lesson in life, though. Like, life is too short. You never know. Like, and it's sad because still to this day, I do not check my surroundings at all. And that, like, I should learn my lesson, but I don't. Or whatever. Oh, that crap hurt. I just wish us as people, as like our young generation, would just really put the guns down and really think of, like, I mean, if somebody have a gun to you, that's something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all got beef and y'all want to fight that shit. Like, fight it out. Like, don't be no punks and start shooting off. Cause for what? Like, this is how I see. And then, see, this is the problem with me when I had about the whole situation. Like, it was all about revenge type stuff. So now, guess what? The revenge is not over because now y'all are gone. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to try to retaliate to get their win back on you, and it's going to keep going and going. And at the end of the day, that's not going to bring my. But like when they did that, I felt like, why did y'all do that? To be completely honest, I don't. I'd rather them sit there and rot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not gonna like that. Them killing those people that killed my brother did not bring my brother back. It did not satisfy me. Like it did not be like I wasn't like, oh, good for them. Like I'd rather my brother sit in your soul. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather that happen than them get killed. That's a Jesus. That's a whole different family now that's crying and losing a loved one. Yes, I lost my brother and I should feel hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, but retaliating is something totally different for the simple fact that, like, at the end of the day, that's not going to bring that person back. This crap hurt. It's not going to bring them back at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just really wish people would think about that way. You know, gang banging is not cool at all. Like, I don't know. I have a lot to say about that, but that's on a whole different situation, whole different scale. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little piece of me. Or whatever. Do I miss my brother truly and dearly? I wish I had way more memories with him than what I do. I probably have more, but to be completely honest, my memory is jacked the heck up, so I can't remember. So I like to ask my family members, like, certain situations and, like, you know, ask them stories and stuff, because at the end of the day, my memory is really shoddy. You know what I'm saying? Man, but going into these damn crabs is like, it's war. Like, you really having war with these bad boys. These joints hurt. They protect their meat at all times, even when they going. Like, what? You need gloves for this crap. Like, they like, listen, if you gonna eat me, you gonna hurt. Shoot. That's how I feel. Oh, crap. The struggle of it all is ridiculous. Wow. I'm like Flavor on this one. Wow. What else? Okay. So what else can I talk to you about? Oh, I have a 7-year-old son named Noah. Yes, I'm 27. He's about to be 8 in January. I got pregnant when I was 18, I believe. Yeah, 18. I had my son when I was 19. Um, yeah, I had my son when I was 19, so I was still in school, which was hard because, to be completely honest, I wasn't all about school around that time. I was all about doing me. That was around the time my mom died, so I honestly didn't care about school, which that is the biggest regret. Sorry, I'm washing my hands. That is the biggest regret I ever had, was not actually keeping school in my priorities, because Lord knows I wish I can change, certain situations. Like, I wish I would have graduated. Like, you know what I'm saying? But dealing with hurt and loss and didn't know how to take it and couldn't understand as to why did I lose these people and why did it happen to me, and I was blaming God and blaming a lot of situations, and I spiraled out of control, and I wasn't thinking about myself, you know what I'm saying? But I think I feel like God gave me my son for a reason, because he was the main reason why I calmed down the way I did. He was the main reason why I was like, you know what? I gotta get my life right. And if it wasn't for him, I probably would still spiraling out of control, acting a plum ass fool. But my baby stopped that for me. Am I cool with my baby dads? No. No, I'm not cool with him. But I'm not going to talk about him because he's irrelevant to my soul at this point. What am I making? Oh, I'm making some catfish. That's what I need to be doing. Get my catfish out, you know? So, I bought some catfish. Use the bag. But I bought some good old catfish. When was it? Like 2 days ago? 3 days ago. I had put it in the freezer because I was supposed to cook it, but then my man's cooked, so then I didn't cook it. And then when I was going to cook it, I wound up didn't cook it because it was hella late. And I was just like, you know what? Forget it. You know? Forget it. Like, at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do it. But I'm going to do it today. Okay? Going to do it today. Let me get another. Oh, and girl, go get these from Target. I think I got 3 of them for like $7. Best investment I ever made, let me tell you. Ooh, these some big boys. Well, some of them are. Like, some of them. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Give me a second. I'm gonna put some over here too because can't fit all of it. Can't fit all of it. I think I got one more. So let me rinse my hands off so I can hold the phone so I can show you the good old catfish. How do I turn this thing around? Is this it? Okay. This is the catfish right here. That's the shrimp and the good old king crab. That's the other. So I got like 6 pieces of fish. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then I'm going to fry it in my Louisiana. Where's it at? Wow. Where'd it go? I can have everything. Ta-da. Right here. The Louisiana fish fry. I'm going to do it in that baby. Because me and my mans, we love like spice and stuff like that. So, start seasoning it. You season how you feel is fit. Like, I'm a seasoned type of person. Like, I don't like dog food. So I use the rest of my Chef Paul Magic season blends, the blackened redfish magic. Yo, these right here, baby. Let me tell you something about those good old freaking seasonings. When I mean that they is bomb, baby, let me tell you, they is something special. You did? Because when I mean, oh, that was some Obey. This is granulated garlic or whatever. Put some over there too. I like all my stuff to be seasoned. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm a seasoned type of chick. If it's dull, I ain't gonna eat it. If your kitchen nasty, I ain't gonna eat it. If you don't wash your hands, I ain't gonna eat it. And I'm a texture person, so if the texture's off, I'm not gonna eat it. Yeah, I am a plus size BBW, but trust me and believe me when I say I am very picky and I don't play about my food. Do you hear me? Okay? Shoot. That's one thing I don't play about is my food. Because the moment that don't taste nasty, I'm quick to spit it out and I don't care. I really don't care. I do not eat in everybody's kitchen. My mama told me better than that. So did my grandmother. So we don't do that. Okay? We don't do that at all. I'm just flipping my my fish over so I can get it on both sides. Damn, looks like I'm running out of all seasonings. I might have to go and pick up some more. Like, what's going on with the world? Like, what's going on? What's going on? You know? It's like, well, damn. What can I do? What can I do? I need to start prepping my what is it? My asparagus, because we sure do need a good little vegetable going on in here. I'm all about the and y'all gonna help me go on my diet too, because I'm trying to be a little slim thick by June. Okay? June is my birthday, so I'm trying to get in where I fit in, and I'm trying to fit in a size 10. Sorry, I got other seasonings on that side. When I mean I got seasoned gang in here, keep chilling with me. I bet you're gonna see how I throw down. And no, I do not like cooking. I don't like it, but I do it though, and I do it good. Unlike my mom. My mom loved to cook. Like, she was the cooker in my family. Her and my grandmother, like, they used to throw down in the kitchen. Unlike me, I throw up in the kitchen because I hate it. I'm starting to like it now because it's like, I ain't got really no choice. I do because my mans can cook. Like, he can cook his ass off. But it's like, sometimes it's kind of therapeutic to me. Sometimes. Especially when I want to try something. Like, I made some lamb chops it was like a week ago. Baby, let me tell you. That was the first time I made some lamb chops, and it won't be the last, let me tell you that. Because them joints was fire. You hear me? They was fire. Okay? They was fire. And I'm like, alright. You could do a little something. You can't do a lot. But you can do a little something. And I mess with you for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But y'all, my kitchen is kind of like, it's small, but you know, you gotta make it do what it do, and you just gotta, you know, figure it out. would slap? Them candy apple grapes. I got some in my refrigerator right now. Right now, let me tell you. I'm gonna put that over here for a minute. I can never be average. Okay. And I need to blanch them real quick. Because I remember when I first made asparagus, they did not come out good. I mean, they came out alright. But then I learned, girl, you gotta blanch them. Hey. And then you can do what you do. Then you do what you do. But first, you do that. Like, I ain't know that. You gotta live and you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? And what I do is, honestly, before I clean them, I cut. Because I felt like it's easier for me to do it that way. Now, it's all up for what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's easier to do it that way. You know? Then you rinse them off. And you throw them in the pot. Oh, my pot's too small. But it's going to be alright. Because we gonna make it work. You did? You did. We gonna make it work. While that is blanching, what I'm gonna do is clean up my damn meat. It's on my best. It's literally in my sink. So we're gonna get that out of here. And I don't know about y'all, but when I cook, I clean on the way. Because I don't got time for that clean up mess at the end. Because then that's when everything gonna be all jacked up. And nobody got time for that. See? You just cut off the ends of them. And you blanch them babies for a little bit. And don't come at me because I don't got no trash can. Okay. We went ECW in this house one day when we was playing and my trash can broke. So don't come at me. Cause I know. Okay? Okay. Okay, I gotta get this off of there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start. Should I start frying my shrimp? No. I could never be average. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is put this on the plate because that's the best way. And on top of that, I thought I had more what's some things called? Ziplocs, but I don't. And I don't feel like being ghetto today and putting it in a plastic bag like you know every black person do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be good today. And I'm gonna throw it right in the plate. And I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna be bougie today. Cost me a little more when it comes to cleaning, but it's all good. You dig? You gotta fake it till you make it, baby. And I just sprayed some Pam. A lot. Some olive oil spray. in my pan. In my pan. So when I put, even though the bacon makes its own juices, I still like to put a little bit of ham in it for my own, way. I'm saying, Don't look at that. Don't look like that. You don't need to look like that. Don't look like that. Don't do that. Get out of my background. All right. So we gonna get that. And then these people upstairs for me, baby. If I could, like they got elephant feet. What's going on? What's going on? Like, now y'all might not see everything in this video for the simple fact that it's like, it's gonna be a long video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rambling on top of that. So it might be cut down. It might be having like different sections. So don't come for me unless I send for y'all. Okay? And then I'm gonna show y'all like, the end result of all this shenanigans that I'm doing. I'm just flipping my asparagus over. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna see. Oh, thirsty. Get a little Fuji in me. And yes, I don't drink like the Aquafinas and like, what is it? The dollar, like the brand, the store brands water, because all that acidity is ridiculous. So I'm more of a Fuji, Core, Smart Water, Avalon type of water drinker. You can call me bougie or no, I don't care, but I'd rather have the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It might be a couple of dollars more, but for real, if you go to Sam's Club and you have a Sam's Club card and you get the box of Fuji, I think it's like 20 and it's like 16 ounces. It's like $20 for like a whole case of them. It's like 24 in a case. Baby, I go pay that all day, every day. Because let me tell you something. Where I live at, that water suspect as hell. Okay? I be in the shower like, please don't let something come on me. Like, I gotta use baby oil in the shower. Because that's how harsh this water is around here. I don't know where y'all from, but this water around here. And don't play. It don't play at all. So, like, I be making sure, like, honestly, I don't even be like, unless it's the hot water and I know I'm boiling the water, I'm not drinking that shit. No. I already got a couple things wrong with me. I don't need nothing else. My mama and my daddy done messed me up. So it's like, I'd rather not. But, ask me questions, subscribe, like, and share. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the first of me. Well, this is the first of me, but it's not going to be the last of me, okay? Alright, let me tell you that. But, let me get off of this. I'm going to come back and show y'all, like, I'm gonna show y'all like half of the stuff I do, like when I start frying the fish and fixing the potatoes, and when I start wrapping my asparagus and the bacon, then that's when I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show y'all. Because if not, this video gonna be like 2 hours long and nobody ain't got time for that. Alright, so peace. Ew, excuse the forehead and the sweat, but I've been cooking and I've been sweating. Okay, so I'm gonna show you technically the finished product. Ooh, I am oily. Ooh, you oily. But I'm about to show you basically the product of my hard work. You feel me? You feel me? So, that's my fish. That's my other fish over there. And look, can you tell me how to look at that? That's my stuffed baked potato. You feel me? And then you come over here. Those are my bacon wrapped asparagus. Yes, it's a little crispy on the end, but it's all good. Okay? Okay. Don't try to play me. Don't come for me. Keep telling y'all. Unless I send for y'all. But I'm sweating. Okay? I'm sweating. But I'm going to get back to you when I plate up and suit up. Alright? Alright. So I want to say thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for chit-chatting with me. Girl done took off her makeup. About to go sit down, watch my show. And I'm about to eat a little bit. And then I'll holler at you one next time. One love.